right, 4 minutes after 9 o'clock, 70 degrees right now already in central Vermont. It is a beautiful morning, the 5th of September. Lily was so upset this weekend when we explained to her that the unofficial end of summer doesn't mean that it's going to go from summertime to winter in a day. We had to explain it to her. She was so upset. Somebody said
wanted it to be winter.
No, she wanted to hang on to summer as long as she could. And
good girl.
We said, the unofficial end of summer, and that just didn't, set well with her. She was kind of pissed.
Mm-hmm. I would be kind of pissed too.
We had to explain to her that the unofficial end of summer is just something that is on the calendar, but it doesn't mean that the weather's going to change overnight.
Right.
Thank
goodness. Although we do live in Vermont, so it could change 10 minutes from now.
Well, this is very true. Very true. But it was so nice, Raylene, to just drive this morning here to our underground bunker somewhere in Barrie. And just the fog is so it's just so beautiful. The temperature, the fog, the smells. It was like all my senses were awakened this morning.
And a lot of leaves are starting to change.
I see that.
Even right here in my backyard.
I see that. Well, yeah, I see that. It's just, I don't know. It was just a beautiful drive in this morning, and not to be like a freaky here. But I actually said to myself, and I do this often, actually, it's good to be alive. Just to smell those smells and to see, to have my eyesight, to be able to have my senses alive, just to see and smell and feel the fog and the temperatures, and just you could kind of smell the fermenting apples depending on where you are. Just the smell in the air. It's a beautiful day in Vermont.
It is a beautiful day in Vermont.
And we're lucky to be here, and we're lucky to be alive, even though we have all this other shit going on in our lives and so many stresses. It's important to just take a minute every now and then and just be present and be aware of your surroundings and the good things, that are going on. It's, we get so busy, we're distracted. You know how distracted I am.
I do know how distracted you are.
The cell phone and this, and I got to do this, I got to do that today, I got to do this today, and then just to be able to just stop for a second and just take it all in. I don't know. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a fabulous weekend. Before I forget, I know Thomas Peck did, and congratulations to all the drivers up at Thunder Road. They just the weather was just perfect for the racing up at Thunder Road. It just was
probably super super hot.
Yeah, I could never. I wouldn't be able to last 5 minutes behind
in a car.
No.
Yeah.
Wearing a full length suit like that. I don't know. But anyway, Bobby Therian from Heinsberg got the 200 lapper, 45th Labor Day Classic. Marcel Gravel right behind him. Caden Fisher in third. Holy crap.
Yes. Kid drives like crazy, huh?
How old is he now?
I'm not
10? 11?
I'm not even sure how. I think he's hit his teens.
Has he?
Hasn't he? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think he's like 11 or 12.
But he's pretty amazing. And there was I saw a lot of or a couple of first-time wins for people.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Thomas Peck from Waterbury, that was his first. He got the RK Miles Street Stock 25 lapper. He was just thrilled. Pictures everywhere.
That's awesome.
All over social media. Cooper French from Northfield got the 40 lap of Tiger feature. Let's see, Road Warriors went to Frank Putney.
Cooper's another young guy.
Yeah.
We love Frank.
Yeah.
I love Frank.
20
Frank's
laps.
a great guy.
Frank Putney got it. And what was that? What was the other one? Oh, the Mighty Mini stock tour. Cody LeBlanc from Berlin, New Hampshire got that. So yeah, just the weather was perfect for it. How was your weekend, Raylene?
Good, good. It was very mellow. I really didn't do anything. I just hung at home for the weekend.
Isn't it good to have a weekend like that, though?
It is. It is good. Yeah. I did my grocery shopping and got some housework done that I wanted to get done and just hung out.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And you did some cleaning.
Of course.
I can see that it's very clean around here. Leave me around here long enough and I'll trash it up good.
No, he won't. He's gotten lectures already.
What, the papers?
Yes.
There's not that many papers around here.
No, there's not. But the poor guy did bring a pile and throw it on the floor next to his seat one morning.
Pick it up.
And I said, remember where that goes because it's not staying there.
I think you said something like, if it doesn't go in your backpack when you leave here, it's going to go in your ass.
Probably.
Hey, before
You did look frightened.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. This was one of those weekends where it's just, oh my God, I'm tired.
You were busy, and you're not a spring chicken anymore.
What are you saying?
That you're older.
You're
not old, you're just older.
ER.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what your bones were saying this morning.
Speaking of the bones, Lily and I went caving up in Smuggler's Notch, and which was just absolutely amazing. The whole experience was incredible. It was just unbelievable. She just was so excited. She just loved it. And when we pulled up in the car, there's a lot of people up there, a lot of tourists and stuff inside the Notch. We explained to her that a lot of tractor trailers get stuck up there, and we showed her where and everything. And she was so excited to be up there. And I told her before we got out of the car, I said, look, here's what we're going to do today. We're going to explore some caves, but I want you to know you are going to get scratched. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get probably some black and blues. You're going to slip. You're going to fall. You might twist an ankle. You're going to get scratched. There might even be a little bit of blood. I want to tell you that before we even get out of the car. Sherilyn's looking at me like she's going to castrate me right there.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have to be getting things like that? And I'm like, I don't want any surprises of like, I can't believe I got scratched. Dad, what the hell were you thinking? You took us here. Why? You should have known. I'm saying before we even unbuckle to get out of the car, you are going to get hurt. It's a guarantee 100% chance.
And Dad may need a stretcher.
It's 100% that Dad's going to get hurt. 100%.
Yeah.
Not 99. And, sure enough, how long do you think it took? 10 minutes?
Yeah, probably.
It was. I think it was right around 20 minutes, actually.
Yeah.
And it started with Lily. Slid down the rock, couldn't get a grip hold, and there goes the knee.
Yeah.
I told you. But,
Good thing she's pretty rugged.
Now, I didn't get any scratches. Not one scratch. But when I came out of these caves we went caving for, I don't know, probably 2 hours. When I came out of this cave, felt great.
You did?
Felt great. Little stiff, but because you're doing things that my shoulder
right that you don't normally do,
and my shoulders don't do, and 2 blown meniscus. My knees are shit, shoulders are shit, wrists are shit. And I get in the car, and we're driving for a little while, and that's when what do you call it?
The pain set in.
It's pain, but it's the acid there. What's that called?
reflux.
The uric. No, is it the uric acid that's in your joints and stuff?
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's when that set in, and I started.
And then you were starting to hurt.
I got stiff as hell.
Yeah.
Like bad.
Yeah.
And
older.
Sherilyn says something to me, and I'm in the front passenger seat. She's driving. She says something to me. She's like, "Look over here," and I went like this, and I was like, "Ah, ow!" So I had to do a lot of this. You know, when I was talking to people, and I kind of still am. My neck, my shoulders. But anyway, we had a nice time. We had a good weekend. Yesterday we went snorkeling at Groton State Park. Oh my God, incredible!
Oh, was that fun?
Yes, the swamp man came out with a huge clump of seaweed on his head. And he came out and tried to attack my daughter.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did you kick his ass?
I took care of it.
You did? Well,
took care of it,
thankfully.
but
Thank God she was with you.
Oh, I know. I think there might even be some bits of seaweed still in my ear from that. And yeah,
From that wrestling match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Tell me what's going on.
Oh gosh.
I
So
see you over there. You're taking notes like a mad woman. Jesus. Look at you.
well, just there is a lot of stuff in here in the news and everything.
Okay.
So, we all know school's back in session, so let's be mindful of school buses and the stop sign and do not go around them, and kids walking and crossing the roads and all of that stuff. So be smart about it, and don't be passing school buses. Be careful. Keep your eyes out, especially up south end of town, the 4-way by Air Street. Traffic is going to be extremely congested because you can't go up West Patterson. And so
that's right.
just be really mindful about what's going on, and maybe plan according as far as extending your travel by at least 15 minutes.
Yep.
And then I still say that I would, I would say if people want to come back down into the city, if they just go up Bridge Street, and then you can go out Allen or down Prospect into the city. That way you're not coming back down through that traffic.
Right.
You can get to the city either way using those locations. And then the flood recovery benefit concert is this weekend on the State House lawn from 3 to 7, and that's with Dave Keller Band, Dwight Nicole, Ray Vega Quintet. Let's see, Cooey and Friends, and I think it's Gaga.
All right.
I think that's how you say it, or Goo Goo. I'm not sure.
Cooey's amazing, by the way.
But so you can purchase your tickets online. I've posted the link a few times. I'll post it again. But that is all flood recovery. The proceeds will go to the Community Relief Fund, and there's a fund in Barry and in Montpelier.
Okay.
And so, check that event out. That's
course.
going to be a really good event. So, and then a couple of our sponsors are hiring. We have Fecto Homes is hiring, as well as Nelson Hardware.
And Gustos.
So, all three of those places are hiring. So if you're looking for work, please contact any of those places, and we've posted those ads up as well.
Do you know there's still asshats out there that are saying that there's no jobs anywhere?
I do know.
You can't find
a job
anywhere. You just can't.
Which is insane to me. And I heard that the Northfield Parade was absolutely packed. It was amazing as always. I know Michael Deering and his family were there with the BYSA football team
Yeah.
doing their stuff. And we're going to do a coin drop for them this weekend.
Fantastic.
This Saturday morning. So Michael Booten and I are taking one of the spots. And then
Great.
no, this is no news. We've all been hearing it the last few days, is the heat advisory that's been issued again today. So until 7 p.m. Thursday, actually.
So fog going to be burning off today, says Roger, and it's basically going to be a beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
Right?
It's going to be a gorgeous day.
Hotter than balls.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
I guess so. Sure. I don't know how hot balls can get, but if you say so, I'll take your word for it.
Who coined that expression anyways? I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody did.
And then we know that coming up September 15th from 6 to 11 at the Elks Club in Barrie is the event that matters.
Yes.
It's Suicide Awareness Month and Mental Health Awareness Month. And so that's a great event with all kinds of great things going on. A silent auction, 50-50 raffle, dancing. There'll be a DJ. That's $20 per person and $35 per couple. Which is super reasonable.
You did a great job with Heather on the air yesterday morning talking about this.
Yeah, we talked about that and a whole bunch more.
A lot of stuff.
Wellness Wednesdays is coming back right around the corner.
Great show. That got my attention.
So,
and in case folks missed it, what's the latest on the Imagination Station?
Well, right now they're just waiting for FEMA and insurance and all of that stuff before they proceed.
Okay.
She let it, she said, if they end up needing the community's help, there'll be fundraisers and things, but fundraisers can impede your ability to get help, whether it be from grants or FEMA. And so they're not doing any of that because it can make you not eligible for those other important funds.
Right.
So, they're just holding off on that. But they're working on the space, and Wellness Wednesday will take place on the second floor as opposed to the first.
Okay.
So, and then on 9/23, we have the Ladies Ride. This is the 10th and final year for the Ladies Ride. So let's make it a big year. Even if you don't ride, just go and support them. And so that they can raise the money that they're looking to raise and have a really good year. But
what's their goal again?
I think it's 25.
Okay.
But it's on the 23rd, it's $30 if you're riding. It's $20 for just a meal. The registration starts at 8. Kickstands up at 10:30. And then, the great meal put on by Gusto's when everybody returns and then the auctions and all of that stuff. But then this year, because this is the 10th and final year, they're doing a special after party.
Okay.
So Saturday night at 8 p.m. you can go to Gusto's for Lawless, and there's a $5 cover for that. But that's where the after party is.
That's going to be a big day. Mm-hmm. And you're encouraged.
Well, we hope it's a huge day for them.
Well, it's going to go rain or shine.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And you're encouraged to wear pink.
Yes.
And there's been some guys that have worn
the majority of them do, and they wear pink wigs. I've seen a guy in tutus. You name it, they do it.
Any spandex?
Maybe.
I would do it.
I know you would.
I would do pink spandex.
Anything to show off your junk.
No underwear.
Good Lord.
I think this is such a fantastic event that they do, and they're going to be in here on the 15th.
Yes.
On the air with us.
Yes.
Am I invited?
Maybe not if you keep talking like that.
Okay.
I'm going to tell them that you're not available that day. And then, next Tuesday, we are going to be over at the Barrie Area Senior Center. You and I, we're going to go over there and go live right around 11 o'clock. I'm not surprised.
Forgot.
They have all kinds of great things going on over there, and they
Is that the Soup Fest?
that's the Soup Fest, and they have card games and all kinds of great things going on over there, and they're going to be starting up square dancing.
Oh Lord,
soon. Yeah.
It's wonderful. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great.
So we're going to be over there and supporting them and learning a little more about what they do and what they have to offer in the community. I'm super excited about being with them. And then we have some really, really big news that I can't let the cat out of the bag right now. I'm just telling you that there are a couple of big things coming up.
You talking about the Taylor Swift, the Eras tour
Oh, hell no.
being played?
That's not a big
Come
deal.
on,
to me.
Raylene.
We have some big things coming up, so keep a watch and a listen because we're going to make a couple of announcements about in regards to some of our sponsors that
Okay.
are, making some
Have
moves
some
and doing some
changes.
great things, and looking forward to that.
I saw this weekend that the FEMA deadline has been extended.
Yes, 30
to,
days.
to October, the end of October, right? Something like
No,
that.
the 12th.
12th. That's right.
30 days.
I wrote it down here. And, of course, I write it down. We're in the car. I got the pad of paper. I see it on my phone. I write it down. I go to the AirDial page. Already up there.
Of course. The other night, you were using your coffee cup to write shit on.
Yes. Because it's there. They're made out of paper, and you got it in your hand, and it's either that or the back of my hand, Raylene. If I can't find a pad of paper, it's going to go on the coffee cup.
Oh, yeah.
This wild boar really got my attention, and that was found or sighted and then killed in Tunbridge.
Tunbridge, yeah.
I read the whole story, and it's just incredible. I mean, apparently they're guessing, wildlife officials, that it may have come from some I'm trying to think of the word here, wild boar sanctuary or some shit like
Like a
that.
preserve of some sort.
Preserve. That's what I'm thinking. In New Hampshire. And it got out, made its way to Vermont, and it's been partying in Tunbridge for a while.
But it's been creating some problems. They're super mean.
They're
very vicious.
if you read the article, I mean, everything about them is just bad. I mean, they carry like 30 different diseases. If they get into your livestock, you're done. I mean, they've got so many diseases. They'll ruin the landscape.
Yeah, they're super mean too, and they're gross. The boy's father went on a hunt once when the boys were little, and he brought that thing home, and oh my God, they stink. They're gross. Ugh.
Yeah. I went to with a great friend who just absolutely had to go to the Champlain Valley Fair, and we went. And while I was there, we went into the swine barn there, and we saw the little pigs. These little,
But aren't they freaking cute?
they're so cute with their little curled up tails, and they're all nursing from mama. And there's a sign right there: piglets, $100.
And you almost did it.
Raylene, you don't, honestly, you don't even know how close I was. You don't. I'm like,
I have a friend that used to have a pet pig. He had a pet pig. It was just like a dog. It lived in the house.
Really?
It would race to the couch and race across the room and jump up onto the couch to look out the window when he came home from work, pulled up the driveway. I'm not kidding. Kenny. Yeah.
I love that.
He had a pet pig.
And then this guy was like, I'm like, well, how can I get it home? So I, talked with the lady there, and she's like, we'll take care of you. We'll give you, a box and some, shavings and stuff so you can get it home in your car. So I was serious, Raylene. The look on Sherilyn's face when I told her that not only did I almost come home with a piglet, but I almost came home with two. Because there was a guy there, and he's like, dude, you can't get one. You got to get two. They're like goats. You got to get two. Almost came home with two pigs.
I would have killed you. You have enough problems with the chickens and the ducks and the bunny.
Oh, my God. I know. Oh, Linda's saying her brother David has one that lived in his house. His name was Wilbur. Mm-hmm. Potbelly pig.
Yeah.
And I want to get some pygmy goats.
A lot of people do that.
I want two little baby goats.
Yeah, goats are naughty though. I will tell you that goats are super naughty. They're like having a 3-year-old for their entire life. They are super naughty. They love to eat things, chew things, stand on things. They're a lot of fun. Yeah. I love them.
They're so cute.
They're adorable. They're super inquisitive. When Kyle had the goat farm, I just loved to go there. I mean,
yeah.
It was just, I just absolutely loved going there. They're just so smart.
Oh, I love it. But anyway, they were able to shoot this wild pig, mm-hmm. and now they're doing all this testing on it to find out, confirming that it's a wild boar, which of course it is. I mean, look at the picture mm-hmm. that you posted. They baited it,
yeah.
But the picture, can you imagine?
No.
Hiking, you're hiking along in Vermont. You're enjoying a beautiful day, and you look up and you see that thing.
No, because you would need to fear that more than you would a bear.
Oh. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
If I saw that out in the middle of the woods, that big long snout and everything, yeah. Holy shit.
And they're mean. They're super mean.
Well, they'll chase you, mm-hmm. come after you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. But anyway, this guy came home in Tunbridge, and he pulled in his driveway, and he saw this wild boar who was kind of getting over near his pigs, checking them out.
Yeah.
So now they got to get all those pigs tested and everything because of all these diseases these things carry. Mm-hmm. Who the hell over in New Hampshire is keeping these things?
Well, probably a preserve that lets people hunt.
Stop the preserve.
I know. Well, they're not preserving anything. They're there so people can hunt them.
Sure.
Big game hunters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see what else happened over the weekend. A few Montpelier businesses reopened, which is great news.
Mm-hmm. Starting
to see that. As you mentioned, FEMA extending the assistance deadline for Vermont flood victims to October 12th. We have some sad news, too, out of Jamaica. This 26-year-old Jacob Topping passed away Friday from his motorcycle crash. Man, I'll tell you, mm-hmm. The motorcycles that pass my house, how fast they're going is, please, people, just slow down. My God.
And then there was a boat that capsized at Levi Pond in Groton, and yes, and one of the passengers on the boat passed away. He drowned.
Wow.
It was a 27-year-old from Thetford.
Wow.
So, yeah.
My
Christopher
God.
Perkins, 27, died after a small boat he was on overturned. So he was with Tim Perkins and a juvenile.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's
super sad. For sure.
I say to myself, how can shit like that happen? I don't know, man. It's...
mm-hmm. We have what?
We have a suspect that was arrested in the killing of a Southern Vermont woman, 79-year-old mm-hmm. woman, and her 52-year-old son. This in Whitingham. This happened Friday night. I saw that, hopped on the page. You had already posted it. So that was one of the big trending stories over the weekend in Vermont. Not sure what that was all about, though. Do we know anything more?
No. I just know that he was living with them.
Yeah, and shot both of them and then took the son's
pickup truck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So glad that he's arrested. We also have that dude up in Morrisville who was busted for armed robbery up in Morrisville.
Yes, trying to rob the bank. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What else?
And then one man is dead and another is injured after a shooting in an apartment in the city of Rutland. Police believe it was targeted. And
saw that this morning.
Yeah, the incident is raising concerns in the city, as it should. It's kind of like, in Burlington, you hear about it so much now, shooting after shooting after shooting. And most often, we're talking about people from out of state, from New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, that are involved. In this case, a second man, Santonio Miller, 35, of Albany, New York, was found dead inside.
I was going to say, is it Springfield, Massachusetts, or Hartford, Connecticut?
No, Albany, New York.
Okay, that's the third option.
Right, he was found dead inside. So, it's constant, it seems, where it's happening more and more and more and more.
When I saw that Rutland shooting, I was like, oh, wait, I already know about this.
And it was a different one.
It was a different one.
Right, exactly.
That was the one before last.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see what else we have in the news. CD rates are going up in the next few weeks. That's good, right? Biden touring Florida, seeing the devastation down there. He's requesting an extra $4 billion in disaster relief. That's going to bring the total now.
Maybe he's going to give Vermont the money he promised us finally for our flood relief. I know that we're just a little state that don't give big votes and all of that stuff, but
Well, that's going to bring the total now to $16 billion in disaster relief. These are natural disasters.
Mm-hmm.
These are fires, floods, hurricanes, drought, flooding. $16 billion in total, Raylene.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck's paying for that?
You asshat.
Thank you. My God. I mean, seriously, though, it's like, what's going on with this world, man? That's like crazy money. Seriously? There's that much shit going on?
It's horrible, and I don't mean this in a horrible way, but it's going to be like, the COVID relief. At some point,
right,
we're going to be paying it back.
Well,
and so, yes, we need it, and we need it right now, but nothing comes for free.
I know.
Just, know what's coming down the pike.
It's not you and I that are going to be paying this back. It's Lily that's going to be paying it back.
Mm-hmm.
And all of her friends for the rest of their lives. I don't know.
It's horrible.
We had a big flood at the Burning Man Festival in Nevada over the weekend. Totally flooded out. I think there was one death reported there.
Yes.
There was some pretty shitty news over the weekend. Jimmy Buffett died.
I know.
Wow.
Who do I thought of first? As soon as I read it, I thought of Mike Bishop and Bridget Grace.
I forgot about Mike Bishop.
Mike Bishop.
Obsessed
with Jimmy Buffett. I mean, he was, And
I was thinking of my friend Jack Donovan from WDEV, also a parrot head. I mean, just obsessed. Always has been with Jimmy Buffett. And I'll tell you, anyone who's ever been down to the Keys, you've been down to the Keys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
What's not to love? I mean, you go down there,
there's nothing not to love.
I mean, just the lifestyle, everything down there is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
speaking of Florida and the Keys and that whole vibe down there, I have to say this before I forget. Have you read the post from Chris Powers?
Which one? I've read many of them, and I actually have talked to him a little bit, giving him some ideas of where he's going to fill up these dates.
That's what I'm talking about. About this regular place. What is it? Hampton Beach, I think, where he normally plays.
Yeah, Hampton. He plays in New Hampshire and in Vermont, all over the place.
But he's got a regular gig down there, and this guy or this woman, I don't know who the hell it is complaining the whole noise ordinance thing, and has basically, like, I don't know if they're suing the restaurant or whatever, the venue.
Right,
or whatever.
so the restaurant can no longer have him perform because of this neighbor that owns a business next door. I think the neighbor next door is jealous and pissed off of the crowd he brings. So
hello.
Yeah, they're just trying to make it hell, but they're taking it out of his pocket, not the restaurant's pocket. The jerks.
And he's going to be getting married here pretty soon. I mean, this is just horrible timing. And anyone who's a musician who
this is his livelihood too. For him,
that's
it's
what I
not
was going to say.
Right. This is what he does, and he's damn good at it. And I hope he can pick those dates up.
And a lot of musicians, they do this supplementally on the side. They don't try to make a living off of this. Chris Powers, on the other hand, this is his bread and butter. This is how he survives. He's a musician, and he plays all over. He tours all over the place.
Well, and he in New England in the summer and in the South in the winter.
Right.
So because he does a lot in Florida in the wintertime, and then comes back here for the summer. Comes back home. This is home. So
I don't know. I don't know. I spoke with Chris Dagnese, and Dags was saying that he's even offered his gig at the Heritage Festival to Chris, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Which is also coming right up.
Yeah, it is. When is that? September 20th.
No, well, it's the same. So it's Friday, so it is the 22nd and 23rd of September.
Okay.
So at the end of this month, Friday, Saturday.
And this weekend is the Battle and Berry 11. Already, it's almost here. If you don't have your tickets, you better get them. DonnyBrookFightPromotions.com, or you can get tickets at the door. But September 9th, that's this coming Saturday night. I'm sure you've seen the lawn signs that are just everywhere, all over the city and beyond. The front row VIP seats are all sold out. I think Rex was saying that they've got general admission seats, which are like $50. Well worth it. You're going to have a great time. The fight card is going to be absolutely packed. Austin and Cody Allen, the two brothers, are going to be fighting each other again.
And then he made the big announcement of who the matchup was, correct?
Oh, my God, yes.
Which was?
Well, the Rob Fuller, Keegan Hornstra fight is going to be just
because they're enemies.
Yeah, these guys do not like each other.
They had to hire security for the
face-off,
the prep space and the face-off.
For media night, the face-off pictures they're going to do Friday night at the Barry Auditorium. This coming Friday night. It's going to be nasty. Those guys are going to
which is open to the public, by the way.
Yes, free.
So
free.
You can go in and kind of check things out on Friday night.
Chris Peralt is going to be fighting again. Joe McNeil. Sophia is going to be making her debut in the cage, her debut MMA fight, which is, this girl is lethal. Trains under Lucas John at Granite City MMA. So Matt Hayes, it's just going to be unbelievable. Don't miss it. DonnyBrookFightPromotions.com. Get your tickets. We're going to be hammering that this week a lot.
Yes, we are.
Thank you for posting up the Central Vermont Flood Recovery Benefit Concert with Dave Keller and so many others. I know we just talked about that a few minutes ago, but it's great that you are posting that up and frequently to remind people to go.
Yeah, we have a lot that's going on.
That's
we have
this
that
weekend.
concert. We have the event that matters. We have the ladies' ride. We have a lot going on, a lot coming up. So there is an actual what's going on
That you
post
made
with all the different links for the different events. So you can go on, you can get tickets, and then I post them individually too, so that people can see the actual flyers of every little thing if they want before they click.
And this community flood recovery discussion that the city of Barrie is doing, you posted that up. It's Wednesday the 13th at the Barrie Opera House. I'm guessing that there's going to be a lot of people there.
I'm assuming. I hope so. I mean, that is the hope, that a lot of people will come out and be part of the conversation about how they want things to look here now, and what they still need for help, and how they think the city should proceed to help them.
Long-term solutions and ideas too that have to be generated.
Yes, and the FEMA trailers are headed this way. I'm not sure the exact date that they are supposed to arrive, but I do know that there are some FEMA trailers headed to Barrie. To help get some of the displaced people in homes before cold weather.
Yep. We just got a note here from Anthony Marquis. We need to, at some point, I'm going to throw him on the air. I don't know when, but it's going to be at some point here. My head is just flying, Raylene. There's just
I'll
so
write
much.
It down.
There's so much going on here. But he's either trying or going to be trying to produce a documentary about the flood. So, but anyway, at some point, I've got to connect with him. I hope I think he's watching and listening right now. I hope he knows that I haven't forgotten about him. I'm just freaking buried. There have been so many people that have, as you know, Raylene, that are complaining that the housing crisis, which there is, there's no place to move, there's no place to rent, there's no place to go, blah, blah, blah. We understand that. We hear it all the time. However, and we know that not everyone has a shit ton of money sitting in their bank. But Fecto Homes, one of our presenting sponsors, has some amazing options and ideas that are just worth exploring. They're just worth stopping over there, having a very candid conversation with Dan Fecto or any of the team members over there and say, look, is this something that's right for me now? Is this something that I can do? Is this something that I can afford? How's my credit? What am I looking at? Am I a first-time home buyer?
And they can help you with all of that, because literally it's from start to finish. They
financing, everything.
Everything. Yeah. And they're just great people to work with, great family. And as, I say, built for family by family.
Right.
And that's true.
Yes, they've been around since the 70s. And the duplexes, the single-family homes, Beckley Hill Meadows.
Yeah, condos, single wide, double wide, modular.
Right.
They just have so much.
And up on Beckley Hill Meadows, you drive up there and you're like, oh, man, there's got to be huge condo fees here. No, none.
Yeah, no condo fees.
No condo fees. I mean, It's just beautiful. And, I think of Cody Morrison always saying that the structure of the family has changed. People are moving in with each other. People are, it's just different than it's been. I mean, even you with Dad. I mean, it's like everyone is trying to take care of everyone, especially family members. So it is so worth just taking a few minutes, might turn into a few hours, to just explore Effecto Homes and chat with the team up there and say, hey, is the time right for me right now?
Right. Is this an option?
Right. Beautiful homes. I love every time that you post a picture of Effecto Home, I'm like, damn, look at that. And it doesn't matter if it's a single wide, double wide, the modulars, they're just beautiful. Anyway. Go ahead.
I'm
what
good.
else? Are you good? Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're good?
I think we have.
Have we done it?
I think we've got it all out there.
Wait a second. Couldn't be.
You never know.
We got the Donnybrook Fight Promotions fighter links that you've posted up there. We have this Vermont woman who won the North Pole Marathon. That story was so cool to read that. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Let's see. Great Vermont Corn Maze.
This is JD catching up from the weekend because
this is
he
it.
goes dark.
Yeah. Well, I was
So he has no idea what's going on
was
until Monday
dark.
morning when he looks at the page.
I was in a cave, Raylene. Give me a break.
You're always in a cave, Mr. Green.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through here. We had a couple of bugs getting it on in the corn. What else? Just browsing here. Northfield was exploding yesterday. We talked about that. Talked about Thunder Road. Are we getting it all? I'm
telling you.
I'm just flying through
It's all
here.
out there.
Just give me a second, Raylene. I've got my optical expressions glasses
It's
on.
recovery month.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. If you didn't get to go to the vigil, it's all posted up there, and you can still check that out. Would love to have you check it out. So another presenting sponsor, Preston's Kia. So they have some really cool stuff going on down there. Of course, this is the time of year when everybody has sales. But if you're looking for we're getting toward the S word, snow, winter, snow, all of that crappy stuff. So if you're looking to change over to an all-wheel drive or a four-wheel drive, that's the place to go. And they even have a pretty good inventory of pre-owned, really nice pickups as well.
Yeah.
So go down, check them out, meet with one of the people on the team. Great new space down there. It's beautiful in there.
I want a pickup. I need a pickup. I have to have a pickup.
I know. So you should probably go talk to them. Some really great things going on down there. And then Michael Booten and I will be doing a berry beat tonight. Okay. We didn't do it last night on the holiday, Labor Day, so he wasn't going to make me labor.
Oh.
And
okay.
Like a nice guy, even though you did, and I had to do a show yesterday.
Yeah.
While you got to just play around all weekend.
I was making
I was working
for the girls.
Yep. So we'll do 8:00 tonight, Mike
right.
Booten and I, and then tomorrow night is 4 quarters with Lori Shepard and Charlotte. So they'll be here tomorrow night. They'll be here tomorrow and Friday this week.
I love it.
So super excited about that. And then
they have so much to talk about. And it's not just fantasy football and NFL and all that stuff. There's so much to talk about.
Right.
Look at what's happening with high school football right now.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then I was supposed to do It's No Secret at noon, but my guest sent me a message this morning and says that she has COVID. So she won't be joining us.
Okay.
Wishing her well. Hope that she gets better real fast. I don't want to say who the guest is because I want it to be a surprise when she comes. But she has gone through enough hell and really didn't need to have COVID on top of it.
Amen.
And so, super sad about that because I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe I'll jump on there myself. You never know.
So this is Recovery Month, Suicide Awareness Month, and Mental Health Awareness Month.
It is.
Holy crap.
It's a whole lot of stuff. But it's all, if in my mind, it's all one. It literally is one.
Sure.
It just sits under one umbrella.
Sure.
But it's literally everybody's hanging onto the handle.
What's being served up at the American Legion for food? I'm looking for it.
Tonight is meatloaf. Meatloaf dinner tonight.
Come on.
So, and they have bingo. So, if you want the meal at the American Legion, you need to call and pre-order. It is posted up there.
I love.
I think you posted.
I love
it,
a
actually.
cold meatloaf sandwich with mayonnaise on it.
Oh, there's nothing better.
Oh.
On toasted bread.
Oh.
Nothing better.
Oh. I could eat 10 of them.
Mm-hmm. Me too. See, it's one of the best reasons to make meatloaf, so you can have a meatloaf sandwich.
Smash Mouth frontman Steve Harwell passed away.
He did.
Damn, this is like wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It definitely was a lot of gruesome type info.
I loved seeing the pictures at the Labor Day celebration in Northfield. It's just, I don't know. It was just so cool to see families together and having fun, and the Shriners guys zipping around in their little go-karts. You know, I could do that, Raylene. I'd fit perfectly in one of those things. The little hat on.
Yeah.
Amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you would. You would look.
God, I would love that.
It would be great. Yeah. Linda Kuchar wanted to know if you were going to Fort William Henry.
Yes.
With the team.
I don't know.
I know that you have wanted to, and at some point in time, it'll work out so that you can.
Linda, I don't know what I'm doing next hour.
He really does.
How am I supposed to know?
He has no clue.
I don't know.
So it is. So the meal, though, back to the meal. It is meatloaf served with mashed potatoes, peas, carrots, and dessert. You can start dine in or take out. Open to the public. Starts at 5:30. 479-9058.
Yeah, if you want to order ahead.
Not if you want to. You need to order ahead because they need to know how many meals to prepare.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Or thereabout. They don't want to over prepare and they don't want to under prepare.
Yeah.
So if you just give them a little heads up that you're coming, that would be great. 802-479-9058.
One more time?
802-479-9058.
And that's tonight, 5 o'clock.
That is tonight.
They're going to need a big-ass heads up if I'm coming from Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to need a whole extra tray. Aerosmith is touring? That's crazy. I know, I posted it. But still, in Philadelphia, they're going to kick off their farewell tour?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, man.
I know.
Jeez. And what did you post about the Stones?
Well, they're going to release a new studio album, the first one in 18 years.
Oh, my God. Hackney Diamonds. Jeez, man. Yeah. Look at these guys.
Did you like the Stones?
I was a Stones guy, yeah.
You were?
Yeah. Aerosmith, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. How could you not be? What else, Raylene? What else?
I really don't know. I'm telling you.
You got this weather alert stuff for this super hot weather is big time. You should be paying attention to that. Keep the fluids going today and tomorrow, and no matter what you're doing.
And check on people.
Yeah.
Please check on people.
Of course, especially the elderly. Did you notice my shirt that I'm wearing today? I'll talk about this. Look at that.
Let me see what it says, though.
Right there. We make T-shirts. Bevins and Sons.
Yeah. They make T-shirts and a whole lot more.
I'll show you the back.
Hats. Nice. Union Strong. They make basically, if you can put a graphic on it, they can make it. They can create it. And if you don't have your own graphic, just spout out what's in your mind, and Val will come up with it. It's amazing.
We love Yipes. We love what they're doing with Vermont Strong right now. They're making everything with
yard
Vermont
signs,
Strong.
flags, banners, posters, T-shirts, hats, cups, you name it. They're making it. Decals.
Yeah, I mean it's like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Right, here's one of them right here. Look, here's one of them right here.
And then we have our special aired out one behind you that they made special for
Right
us. Yeah, super happy about that. But they can do everything. I mean,
Yikes.
they even do vehicle wraps. I saw this hood wrap that they put on a truck recently of the American flag. Oh, it was beautiful. It was amazing. And a snow machine. They did a wrap on a snow machine.
Saw that because you posted it.
And if you want to make your business look amazing, so get you noticed, they'll letter up your vehicle and people will notice.
If you want to get Vermont Strong, tattooed on your ass, you got to go somewhere different for that. Val's not going to do that.
No.
But
she's not. Greg would over at
Bury the Needle.
Bury the Needle probably would,
right.
But Val's not going to do that.
You did such a nice post about Michelle Hebert. I noticed that this morning.
She's a great gal.
We got to get her on the air.
We do.
William Ravies, right now they've got their thumb on exactly what's going on in the market of not only commercial properties but also residential properties, even rental units. They're dialed into all of it in Central Vermont and frankly beyond Central Vermont, not just right in Barrie, but everywhere. So if you're one of these people that are like, oh my God, I have no idea. I don't know what my credit is. I don't know if I can afford to do this. I'm just going to keep on doing the same shit that I'm doing, living in the same place I'm living in. I'm never going to buy a house. Rethink that and give her a call.
Yeah.
You can call her on the cell phone, 249-0921, or jingle her at the office. But get in touch with Michelle Hebert. Badass realtor.
Yes. She
William
knows
Ravies.
what she's doing. She's a lot of experience. And she's just a really...
She's a good shit.
Yeah, she's just super calm. And she just... It's very easy to have a conversation with her.
Just walk in. Right there on North Main Street, right next to Subway. Just walk in. Say hi.
Love her.
Great people.
Great gal. Get over to Gusto's today, too. It's Taco Tuesday. Starts at 11:30. Dine in, take out all day, every day. 802-479-7916.
I told Sherilyn, I said, this week.
7919. Whew, I gave you bulldogs.
This week we're doing tacos at my house.
You are?
Doing tacos. You know how many tacos I put down one time?
No, I don't even want to know.
One time.
I don't even want to know.
It was a few years ago. 12 tacos.
Oh, my God, JD. How could you even? How can you move after? That's what I want to know.
I love dumping all kinds of shit on there, like the hot stuff that, like, whatever. Just put it on there. Jalapenos, sauces.
I don't even know how you do it.
Make me cry. I want to cry, and I want to sweat. That's how I like a taco. Stop fooling around with the mild salsa. Give it to me, man. Hurt me. That's where I'm at.
Oh, my God.
Tacos.
You're certifiable.
Love tacos.
And before we go, we have to say, don't forget, if you want your CDL, to make sure that you call Giroux General Transport, because the next class is September 19th.
Yes.
And they do only have a couple of spots left.
Stop fooling around and wasting time and sitting on your ass thinking about this. If you want to be a truck driver someday, if you want to, like, shift gears.
Or enhance the position you're already in.
Stop wasting time. Stop waiting for something to come to you. Call Tracy Haynes over at Giroux General
802-279-3325.
And say, when's the next class? How much is it going to cost
me? And
am I eligible for a grant? She's going to hook you up.
That's right. And she's going to tell you that the next class is September 19th. And, the clock is ticking. So if you want to go take the next class, you better get your ass in there.
Right. Stop fooling around.
Because there could be snow flying the next class.
I know.
So, hey.
When's the next one again?
September 19th.
When's the next one again?
I'm going to smack you.
This week, I've got to meet up with Bobby Bartlett over on Route 14 at State Farm. Mm-hmm. He and I are going to be getting together. May have a sip of coffee or two, but we're going to go over
put some Baileys in it?
Possibly. You don't know.
I'm going to call him ahead of time and tell him he better put lots of Baileys in his if he's going to have to spend any amount of time with you.
What do I need to do? What do I need to do to change my hairstyle so that I can look like Bobby Bartlett? What do I have to do? Do I have to go somewhere professional and say, hey, make me look like Bobby Bartlett? I love that guy's hair. It's like the
Well,
coolest.
first of all, you're going to need some dye there because you got a few years on him. And so you got a little bit of color. Salt and pepper happening. You get a little salt and pepper.
To some, that's sexy. Just saying.
To some.
Anyway, we're going to go over my coverages. We're going to go over my homeowner's policy, my auto policy, and my life insurance policy. Trifecta. Bobby Bartlett, when he's done meeting with me over at State Farm,
he's never going to be the same. He's going to say, what in the hell am I doing?
When I walk out of that building at the end of the hour or 2 or 3 that I'm there, he's going to go,
thank God.
This is what he's going to do. God, I'm glad he's gone.
That's what I do every morning.
Says, lock the doors.
That's what I do every morning. When I see you go up around the corner, I'm like, oh, my God.
Lock the doors. Pull the shades down.
Thank God.
But we're going to do home. We're going to do homeowners. We're going to do auto. We're going to do life insurance. And, he, on a serious note, he is always emphasizing the importance of knowing your coverages, fully and thoroughly understanding what they are, so that when the shit hits the fan, which it's going to, it's a guarantee. You're going to get in a car accident at some point. We're all going to die, so there's your life insurance. No surprises here, okay? Homeowners.
We've all learned that you absolutely have to have that and the right coverage. Don't be underinsured.
But here's the thing. It's like if you, and I say this seriously, if you just pay your bill every month, I got my homeowner's policy, I'm just going to pay my bill every month.
Right. If you could be underinsured. There are some people that do that, and they've been doing it for years and years and years, and they have a really shitty agent, and the shitty agent has never called them to say, hey, gee, the price of things has gone up astronomically over the last 20 years that you've been getting this bill, and you might want to consider changing your policy amount or your replacement value. Very good friends of ours lost their home completely in a fire. They lost everything, and they were underinsured because they had the same policy for a lot of years. And we all know that during COVID, the costs of materials went up, the cost of labor went up, everything has increased so much. And when it came to rebuilding, the funds just weren't there. So
I'm going to give you Bobby's phone number here in a second, but before you call him, know this. What he said to me is, you put your stuff down in front of me. I'm going to review your policies with you. There's no fee for that, by the way. He'll sit down and he'll look at you and determine if you're, undercovered or whatever underinsured, whatever the terminology is. But straight up, no bullshit. He'll even say to you, hey, keep that. Stay with those guys. Or I can do better. I can you're eligible for a discount because you're a good driver, or you're packaging stuff to get, what do they call that?
They don't say that to JD. They do not say to JD, you're eligible for a discount because you're a good driver.
Well, I'll get pretty soon I'm going to get the AARP geriatric discount, whatever the fuck that's called. But I'm getting it. You're making fun of me about the gray hair. Bobby's going to know if you're eligible for any kind of bundling. That's what I'm thinking of. Bundling, discounts, all that stuff. And he's a funny guy. He's a good guy. He's trustworthy. Are there insurance people out there in the world that are trustworthy?
Yes.
Not many. Bobby Bartlett is one of them. So there you go. Stop searching around and just go over to the State Farm building on Route 14, 479 3353. I'm going to say it again. 479-3353. Review your policies today.
All right.
All right.
That's a wrap.
Is it?
Well, I would think so.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. Well, I guess. I mean, I don't have anything else that I have. Do you have anything else?
I've tons of stuff, always. But it's 8 minutes after. It's 8 minutes after 10 o'clock. When are we going to be back in Barrie? Do we know?
No, we don't know.
Okay. I was just asking. When our studios, we're anxious to get back into Barrie.
Yeah. I'm quite frankly, I'm perfectly fine. I'm not gonna lie. With the snow gonna fly and it gonna be cold out, I'm kind of looking forward to coming from one room to another and not going outside.
Walking from one room to the other.
Yeah. It'll let me get up, shower, make a coffee, and they're in the office.
On the days that I'm not here, you could just go live right from the bed.
Well, I could.
You could.
But I wouldn't.
I'm saying you could.
Yes.
I'm saying you could.
I could.
There's so much going on this week. I'm just overwhelmed with just everything. There's too much. It's too much. Mm-hmm. We're trying to keep. You're doing a great job keeping it all organized. Make sure, folks, that you drop us a like, drop us a comment, share an episode that you enjoy. Give us a reaction. Give us a thumbs up. Flip us off. Whatever you want to do, we love to hear from you.
Right. We need those likes and reactions because those are what help pay the bills, believe it or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, straight up honest. That's why we don't, we don't do the whole, some shows you have to pay to watch and all that stuff. And we don't boost our posts. We don't pay to advertise. We just do everything here organically. Yeah. And so we're asking that you organically at least say good morning, at least say hi, at least hit the like, do something.
Do it right
now. Just to let people know that you're here, that you're watching, and that you love us to pieces. Or that you think that we should go to hell, whatever.
We'll take that too.
The case may be.
JD, you're short, you're fat, you guys suck. It doesn't matter. I don't care. We're here for Vermonters and anyone all over the world. I mean, we give you some entertainment, we give you some information, we goof around, and
we love you.
And we love you. 89 degrees later on today, folks. Sunshine mixed with clouds. I think the fog is still burning off this morning, I think. So stay hydrated, check on your neighbors.
Have a great day.
Did you see that Hollywood contacted me over the weekend and asked me? They reached out to me, Raylene. I didn't call them. They asked me to try out for the new Cliffhanger movie coming out. Apparently, Sylvester Stallone is just not as strong as they thought that he was, so they've contacted me, and they said,
"Where did you come up with
They said you fit the description here perfectly for the next."
Is there a troll in the next movie? Hidden in the caves?
The next key role of the Cliffhanger movie. They want me to. Did you see the picture?
I did see the picture.
That's serious, Raylene.
Yeah.
That's not. There's nothing that's photoshopped there. That's literally a picture of me hanging on the edge of a 300-foot cliff in Smuggler's Notch, where I was trying out for it this weekend. I'm serious, Raylene.
Okay. You go with that, honey.
Okay. Sherilyn's going to hop on the air and tell everyone the rest.
That they got you a stool to stand on to hold on to that rock.
What's that again?
And then you fell off the stool.
What are you saying?
You heard me.
What did you say?
That you had a stool that you were standing on to hold on to the rock. And then he fell off the stool and got your boo boo. And he wore his pink Barbie Band-Aid all day long.